Hey everyone, my name is Brielle Davis, and today I'm going to be going over my kindergarten instructional video. The Florida State standard that I'm going to be covering today is SCKE 51. The subject that I'll be going over today with my kindergarten class is science. I will specifically be going in depth with Earth and space and time. My objective is with this curriculum is for students to continue to explore in Earth's place in space. For them to understand that gravity and energy influences the formation of galaxies, including our very own Milky Way galaxy, stars, the solar system, and Earth. Students need to explore to continue the development of their knowledge and to understand the solar system. My lesson plan objective. My lesson plan provides the opportunity for students to practice changing matter by cutting, tearing, and rearranging materials in order for an object to be able to defy gravity over moving air. This lesson will incorporate design challenge aspects at a level that is appropriate for young students who are just beginning their formal education. The plan that I'm going to be going over is called Fly, Fly Away. That's what the assignment is called. What will students know and be able to do as a result of this lesson? Well, students will be able to construct an object that will overcome gravity when put over a moving fan, tearing, cutting, or changing matter. They're also going to observe and record how objects move, and they're going to observe and discuss how gravity pulls everything to the ground unless something's holding it up. Prior knowledge is something that's very important. Prior knowledge is what they know prior to me going into the assignment. That's the first question I'm going to ask. All students should have prior knowledge in regards to this topic. I can ask what they know about gravity, what they know about changing matter. A lot of children might not know. Some will, but as long as they understand that things do fall to the ground. I mean, as I know children do understand that things fall to the ground, but maybe they don't know why. They just think it falls to the ground, and I'll be the one to show them why. I'm gonna have guided questions for my lesson, which are gonna consist of questions such as, why does your object stay afloat when in the air put over the moving fan? Or something like, why doesn't your object stay afloat while it's moving in the air over the fan? I can ask, what's making your object stay suspended in the air? Or I can ask, how could you change the materials for the item to overcome gravity? How I'll introduce this to my class. I will ask the children, for example, if they know what it's like to be an engineer. I want them to be able to explain that what an engineer does, and be able to analyze and modify and know how to conclude when solving problems. Each one of these aspects that I'll ask them are going to be explained in detail and mentioned throughout our project as we go through it. I'm gonna have materials for the project. They're gonna need coffee filters, paper, oil, cupcake holders, wax paper, wooden sticks, notebooks, paper, tape, stapler, and Chanel stems that are going to be incorporated in my item. The two things that I want to make sure they do is investigate, analyze, and have closure as to why we did this specific project. When I say I want them to investigate, I want them to be able to review gravity with other children in ways like teach them with a song, teach them with a poem, teach them with visuals, use objects, use materials. I want to continue to reinforce to students that, yes, you told me the definition of an engineer, but you too are also an engineer. Doing this project makes you an engineer as well. I want children to explain that their challenge is to create a project that will stay in the air and defy gravity when placed over a fan, moving air. In the analysis section, I will explain to children that when designing, the next step is to design process. In the design process is building or constructing a prototype. Children are going to bring their projects over to me. They're going to place it over the fan, and we're going to tilt it so the air goes straight into the air. And then we're going to record the data that we receive from doing that. And then they're going to put that into their notebooks. Then we're going to go over it with the class and have them draw on their notebooks, modify, redesign their projects with my assistance, making sure they record all documentation in their notebooks. Lastly, closure, how I'll bring this in. I'm going to have the students present their findings to the class, analyze and evaluate all of that. There's also certain books they can read that I will assign as a take-home project for them to go over it with their friends and family, share what they know. And lastly, the cause of all this is for me to assess the children not only based on their knowledge, but also based on their participation skills. So are you engaged with me? Are you following suit? Are you doing what I'm telling you to do? Does it make sense to you? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know why you're doing it? That's always very important to do. At the end of my assignment, children should definitely be able to draw the arrows, label the appropriate words, define gravity, define engineer, explain why the air holds up and why it pulls to the ground. And basically that consists and concludes my lesson plan. Thank you.